Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. In our today's session, we'll continue with last topic, municipalities. So friends, we have started with basic information and introductory part of this topic. Now, we will continue. Before going to start today's session, it's my pleasure to welcome you all on Unacademy, India's largest learning platform, where you will get unlimited access for live and recorded classes along with structured courses. Now, those aspirants pursuing their graduation or after their 12th examination, planning to start their preparation for civil services, they will get best opportunity to start their preparation with Unacademy with our iconic subscription. Now, what is iconic subscription? So friends, iconic subscription where you will get all the features of Plus course along with additional features like personal guidance, study material planner and experts guidelines. It's me, Rushikesh Inamdar, guiding UPSC aspirants from last 8 years. You can follow me on Unacademy and you can join our Telegram group using this link. Unacademy is providing 4-in-1 offer for a limited period. Now, what is 4-in-1 offer? First, means aspirants will get printed notes worth rupees 10,000 absolutely free with our minimum 1-year subscription. We have mega subscription offer. Chase your dream with Unacademy, where we are providing loan for UPSC subscription on our platform and 10% discount after using referral code RBLI. So it's 4-in-1 offer. So in mega subscription offer, you will get guaranteed validity till 31st July 2022, which means those aspirants will opt for 1-year subscription. They will get guaranteed validity till next preliminary examination, and you will get 20 books created by best UPSC experts with minimum 1-year course. These are the paid courses available on our platform, where you can use referral code to get 10% discount, and combo subscription for general studies and optional subject for 1 year, 2 year and 3 year. You can use code RBI Live to get 10% discount. Yes, friends, we are going to start new batches from 12th May. We have batches for 1 year, 2 year and NCRT batches. So as per your convenience, you can start your preparation. We are providing free test series for all aspirants. Just use the code RBI Live to unlock the tests. And Unacademy Combat as well. We are conducting on every Sunday morning 11 am. So it's absolutely free for all aspirants. So we'll start with municipalities part 2. Before that, we'll have a recap what we have learned about municipalities in last lecture. So friends, urban local government in our country, which signifies the governance of an urban area by their elected representatives by people, and the jurisdiction of an urban local government is limited. So local government is a subject mentioned in the state list under the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, and there are 8 types of urban local governments we have covered, like municipal corporation, municipality, notified area committee, town area committee, cantonment board, township port trust and special purpose agency. At central level, the subject urban local government is dealt with 3 ministries: Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Home Affairs. Then we have studied about evolution of urban bodies from historical pinnings. So Lord Ripon, called as the father of local self-government in India. Then we have learned about committees and commissions. Then friends, we have covered the constitutionalization process of municipalities. 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, which came into force 1993. Then we have started 74th Amendment Act of 1992. The salient features of this act: there are three types of municipalities: a Nagar Panchayat, a municipal council, and a municipal corporation. Then composition we have learned. Now we'll start with wards committees. So friends, there shall be constituted wards committees consisting of one or more wards. So within the territorial area of a municipality having population of 3 lakh or more, so the state legislature may make provision with respect to the composition and the territorial area of a wards committee and the manner in which the seats in wards committee shall be filled. So wards committee, basically these are the administrative convenience to resolve the issues, and these committees consisting of one or more wards, which means, for example, wards from same locality, they have their own problems. So in these wards there are same problems, so these wards committees are working effectively to solve these issues, right? So wards committees are there in municipalities or municipal corporation to help the people at grassroots level. Then there are other committees also. In addition to the wards committees, the state legislature is also allowed to make any provision for the constitution of other committees, and the chairperson of such committees may be made members of the municipality. Yes, these all committees, 99% the chairpersons of these committees are made from the members of the municipality because they are aware about issues and concerns of the people at grassroots level, and they are justifying their role in these committees as a chairpersons. Then reservation of seats is also there in this act. So the act provides for the reservation of seats for the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes. So this Constitution Amendment Act of Municipalities, which provides for the reservation of seats for scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. Yes. So, as per the 74th Constitution Amendment Act, there is provision of reservation of seats as per the proportion of their population for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in that particular municipality area. And further, it provides the reservation of not less than one third of the total number of seats for women also. So reservation of seats for SCs, STs and women. Yes. So as we know, for the representation from marginalized sections, this act providing sufficient representation into the administration or the decision making of municipalities, and the state legislature may provide for the manner of reservation of offices of chairpersons in the municipalities for SCs, STs, and women, and it may also make any provision for the reservation of seats in any municipality or offices of chairpersons in municipalities in favor of backward classes. So, no one can deprive, or there is constitution ensures equal opportunity for all through this reservation system. The reservation of seats as well as the reservation of offices of chairpersons in the municipalities for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes shall cease to have effect after the expiration of the period specified in Article 334, which is presently 70 years, that is till 2020. Yes. Then, duration of municipalities. The Act provides for a 5-year term of office for every municipality. However, it can be dissolved before the completion of its terms, and further, the fresh elections to constitute a municipality shall be completed before the expiry of its duration of 5 years, and in case of dissolution, before the expiry of a period of 6 months from the date of its dissolution. Yes, now here we have to remember that whether the remainder of the period for which the dissolved municipality would have continued is less than 6 months, it shall not be necessary to hold any election for constituting the new municipality for such period, which means again elections conducted for 5 years in regular terms. So moreover, a municipality constituted upon the dissolution of a municipality, therefore the expiration of its duration shall continue only for the remainder of the period, and for which the dissolved municipality would have continued had it not been so dissolved. Which means, in other words, a municipality reconstituted after premature dissolution does not enjoy full period of 5 years. When a municipality reconstituted after premature dissolution does not enjoy the full period of 5 years but remains in office only for the remainder of the period. For example, a body or municipality elected, or after the election they started their work, for example in 2015. After 2 years, that is in 2017, there is premature dissolution. Now remember guys, the term of this municipality or body till 2020. Now what happened? There was premature dissolution in 2017. Now then, new body again reconstituted in 2017 itself. Then this new constituted municipality body will continue their tenure for next 3 years. Got it? So such like that, a municipality reconstituted after premature dissolution does not enjoy full period of 5 years, which means they will not continue till 2022, but their duration is for remainder of the period, that is 3 years. Now, the Act also makes 2 more provisions with respect to dissolution. A municipality must be given a reasonable opportunity to being heard before its dissolution, and no amendment of any law for the time being in force shall cause dissolution of a municipality before the expiry of the 5 year term. No amendment of any law for the time being in force shall cause dissolution of a municipality before the expiry of the 5 year term. Now, disqualifications. After that, we'll see under the 74th Constitution Amendment Act, the provision of disqualifications in the municipalities. So a person shall be disqualified for being chosen as or for being a member of municipality if he is so disqualified under any law for the time being in force for the purposes of elections to the legislature of the state concerned. Yes, under any law made by the state legislatures. So no person shall be disqualified on the ground that he is less than 25 years of age and if he attained the age of 21 years. Further, all questions of disqualification shall be referred to such authority as the state legislature determines. Then, next provision is State Election Commission. So, the superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls and the conduct of elections to the municipalities shall be vested in the State Election Commission. The state legislature may make provision with respect to all matters relating to elections to the municipalities. Next, powers and functions. So, State Election Commission. The superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls and conduct all elections to the municipalities shall be vested in the State Election Commission, and the state legislature may make provision with respect to all matters relating to election to the municipalities. Yes, as we have covered the same point in Panchayati Raj system as well. Now next, powers and functions. So the state legislature may endow the municipalities with such a powers and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as institutions of self-government. So such a scheme may contain provisions for the devolution of powers and responsibilities upon municipalities at the appropriate level with respect to the preparation of plans for economic development and social justice, the implementation of schemes for economic development and social justice as may be entrusted to them, and including those in relation to the 18 matters listed in the 12th schedule. We'll discuss the 12th schedule in today's session. Like the matters related to the municipalities mentioned in the 12th schedule. Then, finances. The state legislature may authorize a municipality to levy, collect, and appropriate taxes, duties, tolls, and fees. State legislature may assign to a municipality taxes, duties, tolls, and fees levied and collected by state government. State legislature may provide for making grants in aid to the municipalities from the consolidated fund of the state and provide for constitution of funds for crediting all monies of the municipalities. Next, there is provision of finance commission. So the finance commission shall also for every 5 years review the financial position of municipalities and make recommendation to the governor as to the principles that should govern the distribution between the state and municipalities of the net proceeds of the taxes, duties, tolls and fees levied by the state and allocation of shares amongst the municipalities at all levels, the determination of the taxes, duties, tolls and fees that may be assigned to the municipalities, the grants in aid to the municipalities from the consolidated fund of the state. Then, the measures needed to improve the financial position of the municipalities and any other matter referred to it by the governor in interest of the sound finance of municipalities. So, role of finance commission is important for the review of the finances of municipalities. Then the governor shall place the recommendations of the commission along with the action taken report before the state legislature. The Central Finance Commission shall also suggest the measures needed to augment the consolidated fund of a state to supplement the resources of the municipalities in the state on the basis of the recommendations made by the Finance Commission of the state. Then there are provisions of audit of accounts and application to union territories. The state legislature may make provisions with respect to the maintenance of accounts by municipalities and the auditing of such accounts, and the provisions of this part are applicable to the union territories, but the president may direct that they would apply to union territories subject to such exceptions and modifications as he may specify. Yes. So there are provisions of audit of accounts and application to union territories. So in application to union territories, where the provisions of this part are applicable to the union territories, but the president may direct they would apply to a union territory subject to such exceptions and modifications as he may specify. Then exempted areas. The Act does not apply to the scheduled areas and tribal areas in the states. Yes, 74th Constitutional Amendment Act of Municipalities does not apply to the scheduled areas and tribal areas in the states. So, there are 10 states of India have scheduled areas. These are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha and Rajasthan. And till 2019 there are a total 10 tribal areas like autonomous districts in the four states like in Assam there are 3 autonomous districts, Meghalaya 3 autonomous districts, Tripura 1 autonomous district and Mizoram 3 autonomous districts. Then under the exempted area it shall also not affect the functions and powers of the Darjeeling Gorkha Hill Darjeeling Gorkha Hill Council of the West Bengal. Yes, this act shall also not affect the functions and powers of the Darjeeling Gorkha Hill Council of the West Bengal. And however, the Parliament may extend the provisions of this part to scheduled areas and tribal areas, subject to such exceptions and modifications as it may specify. Then there is provision of District Planning Committee. Yes, friends. So every state shall constitute at the district level and a district planning committee to consolidate the plans prepared by panchayats and municipalities in the district and to prepare a draft development plan for the district as a whole. The state legislature may make provisions with respect to the composition of such committees, the manner of election of members of such committees, the functions of such committees in relation to district planning, and the manner of the election of the chairperson of such committees. So, the district planning committee is provision under this article where every state shall constitute the district level at the district level a district planning committee to consolidate the plans prepared by panchayats and municipalities in the district and to prepare a draft development plan for the district as a whole. So the act lays down that 4/5 of the members of a district planning committee should be elected by the elected members of the district panchayat and municipalities in the district from among themselves. The representation of these members in the committee should be in proportion to the ratio between the rural and urban populations in the district. The chairperson of such committee shall forward the development plan to the state government. Now, in preparing the draft development plan, a district planning committee shall have regard to matters of common interest between the panchayats and municipalities, including spatial planning, sharing of water, other physical and natural resources, the integrated development of infrastructure, and environmental conservation. Yes. So, when a district planning committee is preparing draft of development, they consider matters of common interest between the panchayats and municipalities, including spatial planning, sharing of water, other physical and natural resources, and the integrated development of infrastructure and environmental conservation. The extent and type of available resources, whether financial otherwise, and consult such institutions and organizations as the governor may specify, which means with the coordination of all stakeholders in the district planning committee preparing draft for the development. Then Metropolitan Metropolitan Planning Committee. Yes, friends. Next is Metropolitan Planning Committee. So, every metropolitan area shall have Metropolitan Planning Committee to prepare a draft development plan. Metropolitan area means an area having population of 10 lakh or more in one or more district and consisting of two or more municipalities or panchayats or other contiguous areas. So metropolitan areas means an area having population of 10 lakhs or more in one or more districts and consisting of two or more municipalities or panchayats or other contiguous areas. Now, the state legislature may make provisions with respect to the composition of such committees, the manner of election of members of such committees, the representation in such committees of the central governments, state government, and other organizations. Yes. So the representation in such committees of the central government, state government, and other organizations. So the function of such committees in relation to planning and coordination of the metropolitan area and the manner of election of chairpersons of such committees. The Act lays down the two-thirds of the members of a metropolitan planning committee should be elected by the elected members of the municipalities and chairpersons of the panchayats in the metropolitan area from among themselves. And the representation of these members in the committees should be in proportion to the ratio between the population of the municipalities and the panchayats in that metropolitan area. The chairpersons of such committees shall forward the development plan to the state government. So, in preparing the draft, yes, when they are preparing a development plan, a metropolitan planning committee shall have regard to the plans prepared by the municipalities and the panchayats in the metropolitan area, matters of common interest between the municipalities and the panchayats, including coordinated spatial planning of the our sharing of water and other physical and natural resources, the integrated development of infrastructure and environment conservation, the overall objective and priority set by the government of India and the government of the state, the extent and the extent and nature of investment likely to made in the metropolitan area by agencies of the government of India and the government of the state and other available resources, whether financial or otherwise. These committees consult such institutions and organizations as the governor may specify. Now, continuance of existing laws and municipalities. Also, provision in the 74th Constitution Amendment Act. So, all the state laws relating to municipalities shall continue to be in force until the expiry of 1 year from the commencement of this Act. In other words, the state have to adopt a new system of municipality based on this act within the maximum period of 1 year from the 1st June 1993, which means the deadline for that is 1994. So which is the date of commencement of this act. And however, all municipalities existing immediately before the commencement of this act shall continue till the expiry of their term, and unless dissolved by the state legislature sooner for the reconstitution under the new act. Then, bar 2, interference by courts in electoral matters. So the act bars the interference by courts in the electoral matters of municipalities. It declares that the validity of any law relating to delimitation of constituencies or the allotment of seat to such constituencies cannot be questioned in any court. And if it further lays down that no election to any municipality is to be questioned except by an election petition presented to such authority and in such manner provided by the state legislature. Yes. Now, then 12th schedule. So, this schedule contains 18 functional areas placed with the purview of municipalities, like urban planning including town planning, regulation of land, yes, regulation of land use and construction of buildings, planning for economic and social development, roads and bridges, water supply for domestic, industrial, commercial purposes, public health, sanitization, conservancy, solid waste management, fire services, urban forestry, protection of the environment, and promotion of ecological aspects. Then, safeguarding the interest of weaker sections of the society, including the handicapped and mentally retarded. Then, slum improvement and upgradation, urban poverty alleviation, provision of urban amenities and facilities such as parks, gardens, playgrounds. Then, promotion of cultural, educational, artistic aspects, burials and burial grounds, cremations and cremation ground and electric crematoriums, cattle ponds, prevention of cruelty to animals, vital statistics including registration of births, deaths, public amenities including street lighting, parking lots, bus stops and public conveniences, regulation of slaughterhouses and tanneries. So these are the 18 functional areas placed with the purview of the municipalities. So friends, Now in next session we'll talk about union territories, and after that we'll complete our remaining provisions of municipalities in that next to next lecture. So in the next session we'll learn about union territories, and after that next to next session we'll continue with the remaining provisions of municipalities, that is 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. Yes. So friends, those aspirants are planning to appear for prelims this year, they should continue with, or they can start solving question papers, MCQs, and Unacademy is also providing free test series for all aspirants. Now, in today's session, we'll learn about wards committees, other committees, reservation of seats, provision mentioned in 74th Constitution Amendment Act, then duration of municipalities, disqualifications, State Election Commission, powers and functions, finances, Finance Commission, Audit of Accounts, application to union territories, exempted areas, District Planning Committee, Metropolitan Planning Committee, continuance of existing laws and municipalities, bar to interference by courts in electoral matters, and the functional areas placed within the purview of municipalities in 12th schedule. So friends, that's it for today's session. Keep studying, keep revising. See you in the next lecture with next topic, that is as I have already informed you, union territories, and after that we will continue with the remaining provisions of municipalities. So please take care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe. All the best. Thank you.